Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent. Today, I'm going to talk to you today about business offers and compromise. Welcome to my YouTube station. It's the home of the 5 minute or less video. I wish I could get this light adjusted. Let me see if I can do that while I'm doing this. I hate to do this to you. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. Anyway, welcome to my YouTube station. It's the home of the 5 minute or less video. I can tell you everything that you need to know within these 5 minutes. I worked at IRS for 10 years. I've been in private practice for 40 years. I'm an expert in IRS resolution matters. I have a whole team of former IRS agents and attorneys on staff. You can go to my website at 777irs.com. That's 37irs.com. You can see all my, actually, I've been on TV a lot. Yeah, little old me. I've been on Fox twice, ABC, NBC, CBS, News Nation, Newsmax. You can see all those videos, and more important, you can see my team. I do these videos for educational purposes, so you don't get ripped off. Boy, there's a lot of people in this industry that don't know what they're doing. They're reading scripts. They have coat and ties, and they're reading scripts, and you can put lipstick on a pig, I guess, if you want. Anyway, let's talk about today if you owe business taxes and you want a business tax settlement with IRS. So I used to do that for a living. I'm expert in that. Myself and Peter Salinger on my team. Peter's probably worked 2,500 offers and compromise. I worked my share at IRS. So there's probably no two people in the country that's worked as many offers and compromises as we have. Just a fact. Anyway, let me tell you about the business offer and compromise. So I used to knock on doors, seize houses and cars and businesses. It's what I did for a living for 10 years. So IRS does have a program, an offer and compromise program for business taxes, whether it's corporate taxes, 941s, any tax that you owe. That's my wife just clanging the dishes behind. We always do this and go through this when I make my YouTubes at night, but it's part of the show. It's free. You're not paying anything for this. So anyway, at the end of the day, what you'll have to do is you'll have to submit two financial statements, a business financial statement and a personal financial statement. Those will be on Form 433B OIC and 433A OIC. So IRS is going to want to look at, for the business, receivables. They're going to want to look at the assets. They're going to want to look at the income, and they're going to want to look at the expenses. And they're going to do the same thing on the personal side. So if you're filing an offer and compromise to settle business taxes, they want to look at your personal equation too. So for the business, they're going to drill down on the value of your assets. They're going to come up with a figure, and then they're going to look at what money that you have left over after IRS applies certain standards to your business expenses. So IRS is trying to squeeze the expenses down, compress them, so you have money left over to pay them. And there's a whole formula that IRS has to go ahead and settle. So at the end of the day, if you're going to file a business offer and compromise, like I said, you have to take the personal with it. You want to make sure all your tax returns are filed, your 1120s if that's required, your 1040s, your 941s, 940s. IRS wants to see you're in full current compliance. If you're not in compliance right now, you can't file an offer. So get compliant for at least 6 months and then go ahead and file your offer and compromise. Somebody like me would go ahead and look at that. Someone like Peter Salinger at my firm, when we worked at IRS, we would look at that, and we're just basically looking for whatever assets you have, any equity you have, any equity you can get, or look for receivables. We're looking for any assets that you can. That's all going to be part of the equation that you have to go ahead and give IRS. The business offer and compromise is a lot more complicated. On the personal side, they have certain allowable expenses they're going to allow you, but on the business side, they're going to look to make sure your expenses are very reasonable. You're going to have a more senior person looking at your case on a business offer and compromise, and I'm just not going to tell you this to pat myself on the back or whatever, but offers in compromise are a lot more complicated than people think. People think, oh, it's a percentage, it's this and that. Let's just throw something together. It doesn't work like that. IRS squeezes this lemon juice really hard out of these financial statements, and you'd be well off getting somebody to go ahead and represent you for these business offers and compromise. Personal ones are a little more simple, but it all depends on the dollar amount and the dollar that you owe, what you're going to offer, and more important, you have to understand this offer program. Just remember, IRS is looking to squeeze everything you have so you can give it to them for them to accept an offer and compromise. Look at my other videos for the offer and compromise for 1040s. It's a lot more simpler, but for business, they are going to drill down a lot more on your financial statement. I would really, really like for you to give me a subscription. Why? YouTube says we need them. You can call me if you have any questions. We are experts in these business offers and compromise. Been doing this a long time. Thank you for the subscription.